Marina Bay hosted a Grand Prix that briefly ran in the 60s and 70s, but the Garden City re-entered the calendar for good in 2008. We missed it for a couple of years, but it was great to come back to the Singapore Grand Prix. Here's the track, and it's all changed for 2023 with 4 corners removed between turns 16 and 19. It means the lap length is now just over 3 miles, and that might come as a welcome relief to the drivers, and more especially their brakes.
Welcome at the ERL pre-race briefing for Marina Bay, Singapore. Singapore is a typical street circuit where the walls are always close and there is little to no room for overtakes or mistakes. Luckily, we have some decent DRS straights to help with the overtaking. We're starting our lap just after the last chicane. Your lap will have to start here as it is full throttle until T1 from here. No slow drivers are allowed unless you go into the pit on the left hand side and stay on the left. Don't go too fast into the pit as you will miss the entry and get a time penalty we cannot remove. It's a fairly short start-finish straight, and the last corner before is easy to get wrong and turn into a stroll. Going into turn 1 to 3, you're going to have to be careful as there will be a speed differential and the racing line is quite narrow. Keep your relative track position, don't cut across the track. Pit exit is really narrow, takes you to the turn 3 apex. Both drivers coming from the pit and on the racing line need to give each other enough space in an already tight section. Overtakes can happen into turn 5 with different lines, however the switchback for a better exit and DRS is probably your best move into a decent sized straight. Turn 6 isn't really a corner, but make sure not to squeeze each other, those walls don't give way. Turn 7 to 9 are fairly tight and do invite for an overtake on the braking, but not so much on the apex, so it's easy to end in disaster instead. Focus on turn 9 exit as you get a better shot on the straight here. Turn 10 to 13 is another really narrow part as you cross the bridge. The only overtake you can do safely here if somebody goes deep into the hairpin of turn 13. Otherwise, follow closely, be patient and watch out for other cars with all the tires to brake earlier than you. T14 is another overtaking spot, especially with the DRS straight we just had. And then turn 15 isn't so much a turn, but still give each other plenty of room with the walls. Chicane of turns 16 to 17 is not so much an overtaking spot due to the high curbs that can spin you out. For qualifying, give room on the straights and check your mirrors before committing to corners. Pretty much all corners need to be pushed through as there's no room to give way. Pay attention when leaving the pit for your warm-up lap as you feed straight back into the racing line for turn 3. That's our briefing for this week. Have fun, be sensible, have a great race.